Hey, so good morning. This is going to be a remake of the video that I made this morning at 6 a.m. that unfortunately didn't record half the sound on. I don't know why. So basically, I was going over what it's like to be chronically ill or have chronic pain and having sleeping problems. I know that like the majority of people probably have sleeping problems in their lives, but it's just a little bit different for people, I think, with chronic pain, because it keeps them awake. And one of the biggest health problems with people with chronic illness is lack of sleep, um, and being fatigued. So um, I don't have very good sleep hygiene. You're supposed to have, bedtime at the same time every night and uh, wake up at the same time every morning, every single day. I do not. I wake up at the same time just about every day, but going to bed is a different story. I have lately gotten in the habit of staying up really too late, like midnight, 1:30 in the morning, and that has really been messing with me. So I've been making a conscious effort to go to bed about 10:30. Um, what my night looks like being in chronic pain is I have difficulty falling asleep, so I like to read before I go to sleep because I'm not one of those people that can just shut my brain off and just lay my head on a pillow and fall asleep. If I do that, I just lay there and my mind runs at 100 miles an hour thinking about stuff. And then I fixate on, oh my God, I need to go to sleep. I'm not sleeping. What's that sound? Just a million random thoughts pop into my brain. Man, I need to get my eyebrows waxed. That looks terrible. Um, so anyway, a typical night for me is trying to fall asleep. I read my book, and it feels like sometimes forever that I'm reading. And eventually my eyes will get tired enough where I feel like I can close my eyes and then I'll finally drift off to sleep. But then the fun part comes, and that is the waking up every, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. Maybe I'm lucky I might get, an hour and a half in there, waking up in pain. And the position I'm laying in that I was comfortable in is no longer comfortable. So I have a lot of pain in my hips. I've been told for years it was bursitis, and I've been injected and injected and injected to try and calm. Sorry, somebody just messaged me on Facebook Messenger, if you can hear that. Um, Squirrel. I just lost my train of thought. Um, they injected me with, like steroids and stuff like that to try and, get the inflammation out of the bursa. That never really worked, and so I just had a doctor tell me like a year ago that they are not actual bursitis, that it's trigger points from fibromyalgia, so there's really nothing they can do for it. So I'm a side sleeper, so you can imagine laying on my hips on, the side of my hip socket can get painful. So that's a lot of the time what will wake me up. Um, and I'll have to switch sides. Sometimes I can just roll over and fall back asleep, but sometimes the pain is too much where I roll back over to a different position and get comfortable, and it takes me a lot longer to fall asleep. Now, so that's just the pain from, my hips. Then the focal point of my fibromyalgia is my upper back, my neck, my head, my shoulders, and down my arms. I do get fibromyalgia pain throughout my whole body, but the main focus of the pain is that area. Um, so certain positions when I'm sleeping will aggravate it, and I don't because I'm asleep and I put myself in positions like where I raise my arm over my head and, like do one of these numbers. And I really like to do that for some reason. And it's never works out for me because I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. And then it's like creep, trying to move and not hurt so bad. Um, so there's that pain. Then I have joint pain, which they haven't been able to find any evidence of arthritis, but I have joint pain and they want to link that to celiac disease. So, okay, so there's that. All of those pains wake me up in the middle of the night, so I'm not falling into REM sleep, and I'm not, getting that restorative sleep, and that's what happens to a lot of people with chronic pain, because they don't get that good deep REM sleep. Um, I have tried a lot of things to get better sleep. I will share some of my tips with you. Hopefully they'll work for you. They did not work for me. So let's see. Well, like I said, you're supposed to have a good sleep hygiene. So going to bed at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning, even on the weekends. You're supposed to sleep in a cool room. Um, that works okay for me, like in the summer when it's hot, but in the winter, I have, and part of fibromyalgia is not being able to regulate your body temperature. They think something correlates with the fibromyalgia in your hypothalamus. So in the winter, I am absolutely intolerant of the cold. It's a cold day here, so I have my little hat on, keeping my little head warm. Um, and I always sleep in long, sleep pants, like jammy pants, and socks. I know my best friend thinks that's like the biggest sin in the world is sleeping in socks. I put on a t-shirt, maybe underneath that a tank top, and I always sleep in a fleece or a hoodie. And I have all my sheets and blankets on my bed. Okay, sometimes I get too hot, but and that's fine because I can kick everything off of me. But um, if I'm too cold, there's just no having it. So, okay, so if you're cold intolerant like me, I've even slept in my hats. I have a really comfortable black slouch hat that is like I wear all the time. Um, so you're supposed to keep it cold, keep it dark. If you have like an alarm clock, I got rid of my alarm clock because that light from your alarm clock will keep you stimulated and keep your brain stimulated. Your room should be absolutely positively black so that your brain can go and shut off. Um, Let me see what else. I know a lot of people drink like sleepy time tea and chamomile before they go to bed. I love tea. Can't drink a lot of it because of my interstitial cystitis, and it doesn't work for me. I am so used to taking so many sedating drugs that um, sleepy time tea does nothing for me. I can take Benadryl and not even yawn. So that doesn't work for me, but maybe that might work for you. Um, what else? Oh, taking a warm bath before bed. Sometimes people have said that helps. I've never tried it, but I've heard that helps. Um, Aromatherapy. Um, I've tried. I've tried with the essential oil diffuser. I went over that in another video. That didn't really work for me. But I do keep a thing of lavender blossoms on my bed, or on my bed, on my nightstand. Um, just that soothing smell. I used to use linen spray, lavender linen spray, but there's a lot of chemicals in that, so just my friend sent me a bunch of the lavender petals, and so I just use those. Um, trying to think what else you can do to try and sleep. My mind is trying to blank. So we got the being dark, cool. Oh, meditation. There's a great meditation app that you can do right before bed that really is helpful. I've done it a few times. I am not very good at remembering to do it because I get excited to read my book. I typically read stuff that entertains me. I'm not, at bedtime, I want to be entertained. I don't want to get in anything serious and something that I have to think about, just light reading. Um, so that's another good thing. I know a couple of my friends meditate before bed and they get really good sleep. Um, my other friend suggested to me the other day that I get out my essential oils and put lavender essential oils on the bottoms of my feet. And I'm gonna dig those out. I just haven't had enough spoons yet because they're trapped somewhere in my linen closet. Um, so those are those are my tips for trying to sleep. Um, make sure that you have a good quality pillow. That can make a lot of difference. I don't mind paying $30 to $50 for a pillow because um, you get that extra support and extra quality, and I believe it's important to support, your cervical um, part of your neck. Um, I have a lot of pain in my neck from a motor vehicle accident, so that's really important to me. Um, Yeah. Oh, and some people like to have their fan on, some people don't. In the summer, did I say this already? In the summer, I like to have it on, but in the winter, I can't because it's too cold. Um, so, yeah, those are some of my tips. If you have tips, I would love to hear from you. Please leave comments, below the video. Um, I would I absolutely love to try some of what other people do. So, please, 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 I beg you, like and share this comment on Facebook. I'm trying to reach as many spoonies as possible, and it's really important to me because I want to make a difference in people's lives and somebody they can go through these hard times with together and look to for support. If you ever need somebody to talk to, please contact me. If you have questions about the healthcare system, or medications, I might know the answer, I might not, but at least I will probably from my career know the right way to steer you to get the right answers. um, so like I said, even if you're having just a bad day and you need someone to talk to, I'm your person. I'm here for you. I will make myself available to you. I've been struggling for 15 years with chronic pain, and I know what it's like to feel alone and isolated and like nobody gets it and nobody understands. And I'm trying to pay it forward. And even if I can help one person, it would make a really big impact on my life. And that's the point of all these videos. And the fact that I'm sharing intimate part of my life with the whole world is because I want to help people. I want to be an example that you can survive chronic illness because I almost didn't. So anyway, enough sappy stuff. I gotta get going. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Gotta get Henry from school and go get his temps. I've been putting it off. It's funny, he turned 16 in 4 months, and I've been putting it off this long. I'm embarrassed. That's why I'm doing this to my face. Um, because I just don't want to admit that my son is old enough to be driving. How terrible is that? I'm like the worst mother ever. Ugh. So anyway, that's what I'm off to do. Hope you guys have a great day. Please, please, please share my videos. I really just want to spread them around so people can have somebody to confide in. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.